In this problem, it says, which of the following number line graphs shows the solution set to this inequality? Absolute value of x minus 5 is less than negative 1. Now, oftentimes when I solve inequalities, what I do is I just pick numbers to test. Now, all these number lines have this in common. They're all broken up at the 4 and at the 6. So what we can do is, let's just test to see if any of these work. So for f, this is going to work if any number between 4 and 6 works. So let's try 5. So absolute value of 5 minus 5 is less than negative 1. So 5 minus 5 is 0. So taking the absolute value of 0 is just 0. It's less than negative 1. Well, that's not true. So we tried 5 here. Over here, let's try 3. So 3 should work if this is true. So absolute value of 3 minus 5 is less than negative 1. So absolute value of negative 2 is less than negative 1. So 2 is less than negative 1. So that's not true. Over here, if this is true, 7 should work. So 7 less than 5 is less than negative 1. So we have the absolute value of 2, which is just 2, less than negative 1. Well, 7 doesn't work. And since 7 doesn't work, it also doesn't work here, because if this were an answer, 7 would work. So that means the only thing that works is letter K. And the reason why K works is if you look at it, you're taking the absolute value of something and saying that it's less than negative 1. Well, absolute value only gives you positive answers, or 0. And so by definition, this can't work, because absolute value will never ever give you a number less than negative 1. So nothing you plug in will ever work for this problem.